I'm trying to sell people on the show Seeking Sister Wife, and you might think, oh, she just wants more people to watch her content. And the answer to that is yes. But I also want to talk about it because it's so crazy. Last night's episode was so bizarre that my husband and I both had dreams about this couple because it was so weird. So if you haven't seen Seeking Sister Wife and you're like, I don't know if it's really for me, let me sell you on it. So each season we have about 5 or 6 couples. I think this season is 5. And you watch them as they try to seek a sister wife for the husband. Usually. There's one exception, it seems like, where they're actually seeking for the wife. But I'll talk about them in a different video. But this is the Merrifields. This is their 3rd season on the show. They started on season 3. We're on season 4. And now they're on season 5. If you don't want to go, if you're like someone like me who doesn't like to start in the middle of stuff, but also doesn't want to go back, TLC has put together a video on this family of just their footage. So you can just go watch that and catch up for them. He's nutty. Like, he is nutty. It's kind of like he hears something, twists it to his agenda, and then tells us, like, so the first episode, he said that in the Bible, the references to the Holy Spirit entering you is a reference to sperm. I am a lifelong Christian. So is my husband. We've attended dozens of churches between us over our lifetime. We've never heard that. I've never heard a single person make that reference. I Googled it to see if maybe it was just something that just happened to be none of my churches. Even Google was like, I don't want any part of this. So he says it. She looks like she's dying during that interview. And that wasn't even the weirdest thing he said. He said a whole bunch of weird pseudoscience about how men's DNA, when they have sex with women, goes in and changes their DNA. There's no proof of that. I know that there's some similar, like I found one study about fly larvae. Hey, you guys settle down. Sorry, my dog saw a crow and went nuts. Anyway, I did all the research. Like there's studies for things that are similar, but not for the point he was making, which is that we are biologically, I don't know, created for men to have sex with lots of women, but not women. I don't know. I don't know where he was going with it. I was dying laughing watching, and she looked like she was dying laughing. Last night, he said that he told this whole big story about how God told him that he was supposed to have another wife. I think he was saying that this new gal that he's dating is supposed to be his wife, even though he doesn't speak Portuguese. She's from Brazil. She doesn't speak English. They've never met her, and he's like ready to propose and get married, and of course, bang. But he tells this whole story about how God came to him as a gust of wind, and she looks like he's like, God told both of us this is what's happening. She was not on the call. I mean, it was very clear. The whole thing is such a mess. But this is the thing. They've actually gone. They've gone. They're going to meet the gal next episode. They're going to meet her and her mom. You know, he's claiming, because what came out last season was, this is Bert. This is the you can't see my hand. This is Bert. This is the girl that they were dating for the last 2 seasons, who bailed on them last season. And what we found out at the very end of the season was, like the very last episodes, they've been giving her money all this time. And you go, of course they were. Well, now they're saying with the new gal, they're not giving her money. But then she's flying to Cancun, and the brother-in-law is like, well, who paid for that? And he's like, oh, well, I guess I did. He's like, so you're giving her money again. And she's already like missed a flight. Like, there's all this kind of sketchy stuff happening. So if you're looking for a show with actual people who don't understand what a red flag is, and things are actually happening, this is the show for you. Go check it out and come back and talk to me about it.